episode 3 of my crochet finished objects works in progress, and there have been no acquisitions this week. There could have been. Went past Michael's today. Anyhow, I just got back from having lunch or breakfast with my son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter, and we went to IHOP. And I hadn't been to an IHOP in like 40 years. And my daughter-in-law had never been to an IHOP. She is from the Philippines. And so we went, we were like all excited. And I had all these memories of being back in college and eating at IHOP. And then I ordered off the 55 and older menu. And it was just bacon, eggs, and pancakes. It was so much more exciting 40 years ago. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's see what I finished this week. I got 7 of these trains done. I have all the ones I need now for the birthday party, for Carter's Choo Choo Turning 2 birthday party. And I actually think I only need 6 of them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure. So those were real quick and fun to make. And I think they just turned out adorable. So I was very happy about that. And then I guess it's sort of a finished object, but not quite a finished object. I finished Josie's baby blanket. There you go. I was waiting for the yarns to come in. This is just a Mary Max large bundle. I don't even have the tag anymore, I don't think. The corner to corner stitch. And I am just going to put flowers on bag. I'm going to put a flower in this color. It's more of a dusty rose. It's blowing out on the camera up in the corner. So I think that'll look really, really nice. She lives in Texas, and she just more needs a blankie than anything major that's going to have to keep her warm. So, let's see, what else? Works in progress. This has just been a blast this week. I am doing the scrap gan along with Terry of the Yarn Joy podcast. Once again, I'm going to try to put a link down below. Don't hold your breath. I'm going to try. And in it's just a good way to use up your scraps of yarn. And it calls for 24 small squares of 3 rounds and 12 squares of 6 round grannies, and then 12 rectangle grannies, and you join them all together, and then you put a main color border around them. So these don't have the border around them, but I finished all of the small grannies, just using up my Red Heart number 4 weight. I think there's only one 4-weight medium in here, and it worked out okay because it was just a granny. I used it for the center and the sides of a granny. There's some of it right there. But it worked out okay. So anyhow, I have 24 of these with some ends that need to be woven in. So weaving in those ends and doing the next round of grannies will be one of this week's project. And also I am going to start that cowl for my daughter-in-law. Now let's talk about a work in progress that just will not come into existence. So I subscribe to Taproot magazine, and it's for makers, and I enjoy it. I don't really do much out of the magazine, but I really like looking at it. And to me, the price is just good because it's nothing you can get at the grocery store or, something like that. So it's got really pretty pictures, nice photography. It talks about relish trays and pickling vegetables and apple onion relish and grits and chevre and herbs. And so anyhow, one of the projects that they had in issue number 34 was called the Merfolk bag. And here is a picture of the bags. They have a smaller one and a larger one. And I thought, I really want to do that bag because it said it was for beginner crocheters, which I've been crocheting forever, and it uses a G hook, and it had Quince and Company 100% organic linen. And so for one of the first times I had saved birthday money up, I really wanted to use what they called for. So I bought 3 skeins of this, and it wasn't cheap. This is from Good Earth, the colored way Java. They're calling it a medium 4, but it's definitely not. I wouldn't call it a 4 at all. I'd almost call it like a low 3. So anyhow, I was ready for the project. I took it to the mountains. I even went down a small size on the, I used a G. My father-in-law graciously, this is the project I took to the mountains. My father-in-law graciously stood there while I wound it into balls because I didn't have a ball winder up in the mountain at the mountain house. And I started doing this thing, and I tried 5 times and could not get it. I just couldn't get it to start coming out right. And so then my friend Kathy came down, and I read the pattern to her, and we finally figured out the very first part because it says, okay, place your stitch marker in first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, repeat from asterisk across the next 45 stitches. So I thought there was to be 45 stitches, but what they were saying is that you do that pattern across 45 stitches so that you're actually coming up with more stitches, and then you move the stitch marker, and then I don't know, I can never get it to work out right. I kept trying to do what they said and trying to do what they said, and so I tried 5 or more times back in October, and I picked it up and tried it again 4 times this week, and it's like Terry told me, just let it go. Let it go. I heard the song playing in my head. Let it go, let it go. The yarn didn't bother me anyway. So, it's not happening. No. I'll just have to figure out something else to use that expensive yarn for because it's not going to do that bag. So anyhow, that's really all I have this week. Well, I guess I did a lot considering I spent one whole day fiddling with that bag that's not going to be, but I tried. And I spent one whole day babysitting the grandsons, which is always fun. So anyhow, for next week, I'm going to work on the scrap gown, do the cow, and if anything else comes up that just catches my fancy, who knows, I might do that too. So what's on your hook? What's on your needles? what's in your hoop. Let me know. I hope y'all are going to have a great week. It's finally warming back up here in North Carolina. And so I'm going to be doing some outside stuff while I can before it turns cold again. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Be our friends. And we will catch you on the next video. Bye.